Okay, so we are wrapping up with Nintendo. Showing all the places a Switch can be played, but no rooftop millennial parties?
Nope, this time we had man running through a walkway bridge with a cage
Being a
over the
complete
top.
idiot.
We had people drifting cars in a rather large garage or hangar.
I think I missed that because I was rolling my eyes.
And then people at a boxing ring that were playing a Switch to play whatever the boxing game is called. Arms, yeah. They had a couple other little ones too, but those were the ones that really...
Actually, now that I think about it, they didn't talk about Arms at all in this.
Nope.
I didn't even catch that until you brought up Arms. Yeah. Weird.
They just showed it there, and then it never came back. They had Rocket League, though, in the montage, and then they talked about it later, but I was like, why are they showing cars? And then, like, Rocket League popped up, and I went, oh, okay.
Yeah, but there was no rockets, there was no giant ball, there was no doing a 360 off the wall.
There was drifting, though.
Yeah, because that's what Rocket League is all about. But yeah, this entire conference just felt like a late-night infomercial. Maybe it's the fact that they had nothing on stage at all.
Yeah, it was just like a
green screen.
Yeah. They had Reggie, too. I felt like Reggie was like the...
Reggie's the low Miyamoto.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was I felt like he was, following your late-night TV commercial or whatever. I felt like he was the infomercial guy.
Yeah, he definitely looks like it, doesn't he?
Yeah, although for some reason I felt like he had this odd sense of attractiveness around him. I don't know if he's been working out or if I was just in a mood earlier, but I was watching this.
Oh,
and
you were likely in a mood earlier because I didn't see that. Or it's just you being you.
I was like, Reggie seems unusually attractive this year. I feel like his little pooch is gone that he had. Maybe he's been working out or eating healthy. I don't know. But I was kind of into him for a little bit.
Well, we now know who you're going to marry and stir as a pretzel, but...
Yeah. Ding.
Okay, so Xenoblade Chronicles up first. I'll be perfectly honest. This and the other JRPG that they showed, they felt so similar to one another, didn't they? Or was it just me?
No, they felt pretty similar. I mean, the giant mechs and airships in Xenoblade Chronicles kind of separates it, but until you see those, you're like, okay, I'm guessing this is a JRPG, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and it just didn't look all that impressive. It felt very old, but not going for the charm of being retro. I'm not sure if it's just the Switch can't do that, or if it's just that this has been in development for a while.
They're probably using the same engine from Xenoblade Chronicles X, because it looks identical to X, in my mind.
And also, the voice acting felt like it wasn't that great. Particularly when they did whisper screaming. Or did you catch that?
No, I did, but I just was like, whatever.
Maybe it's better in the original Klingon. I mean, Japanese.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay,
but I was looking forward to it. This is one of the games that's making me think that I might want to buy a Switch soon.
Well, you must be hard up for your JRPGs then.
I am. I haven't had a good one in a while, actually.
Oh, my. Well, let's see. Next up is Kirby.
Kirby!
Yeah, just named Kirby. From everything I could tell, there was no subtitle or number or anything.
It made me so happy. It has drop-in co-op.
Yeah, it's local multiplayer 4 players.
Yeah.
And I agree. I never really played Kirby, but I did recognize a couple of the bosses in that. So it looks like they're going for the retro aesthetic.
Yep.
Or the retro gameplay, I guess I should say. It's a platformer.
Yep. Then you might have missed it if you weren't paying attention, but they did tease a new Pokemon.
Oh, well, I have that
exclusively for Switch.
I have that in, before or after this one.
Yeah, well, that's where I was going next.
Pokken Tournament DX first.
Oh yeah, Pokken Tournament. That's right. I don't care about Pokken Tournament.
I've been good on my notes.
You have been.
A new Pokemon, no news on its release date, though. Then they teased a core Pokemon RPG, saying that it will be more than a year out. And this will be the first major RPG Pokemon game on a home console. Because they've always been Game Boy games.
Yep.
I mean, granted, you have had Pokemon games on the consoles, but never the core RPG. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the extra power. Let's see, Metroid Prime 4. Literally just a logo.
Yep. But I'm pretty excited about that. I liked the other Metroid Prime games that were on GameCube. So...
Let's see. Well, yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to talk about here. It was literally just a logo.
Literally just a logo, yeah.
Yeah, no music from the game, likely. There was a little bit of music, but, it's kind of generic. So, yeah. Do you want to talk about Metroid Prime? Do you think they're going to ignore that the other M ever happened?
They probably will.
Probably for the best.
I don't need to talk about Metroid Prime. It was a first-person shooter Metroid game that had lots of really, really good ideas and concepts to it. It was the Metroid Prime series was probably the best that Metroid's ever been. And then they kind of threw that away and made a whole bunch of shitty games, and people have been asking for another Metroid Prime game for the better part of a decade at this point. And Nintendo finally decided... Nintendo has learned their lesson that they should probably sometimes listen to consumers.
Sometimes maybe.
And now they're making a Metroid game.
Okay, next up is Yoshi.
Another one that made me really happy.
A 2D platformer with child abuse. Throwing eggs. And maybe this is just the VOD I watched because I didn't catch the Nintendo conference live. But it seemed like it was very bright in some places. Did it seem that to you? The color saturation was off. Maybe it was just the VOD I caught then. But Yoshi blended in into the background several times, and it was like everything was too bright.
Yeah, it had kind of a pastel look, but I think it must have just been a problem with the VOD you were watching, because Yoshi didn't blend in.
And it was also very tough to find a VOD at this conference, at least for me.
No, I found an official Nintendo one.
See, I looked for the official Nintendo one and I couldn't find it, so I had to go poking around on YouTube.
Yeah.
Then let's see, Fire Emblem Warriors. Maybe this was also the VOD, but it felt like the voice actor or the voices were a little screwy on this.
No, Fire Emblem has historically had bad voice acting in their English dubs.
Well, I was given benefit of the doubt.
No, it's been real bad.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if the VOD was screwy, if the voiceovers were terrible, or the lip sync was just bad, or if it was just literally narration. But voices didn't impress me at all.
No, it's probably a combination of 2 and 3. It's been legendarily bad for years.
And let's see. Oh, look, Skyrim's back again.
Yep.
Oh, Skyrim. Why couldn't it be Elder Scrolls that I actually liked? That Bethesda wants to constantly shovel out. But Skyrim Switch, they confirmed, well, they teased it in the Bethesda conference when they showed the Switch version there, that Zelda items in Skyrim are confirmed, likely using an amiibo, because that's what they used in the Bethesda conference.
Yeah.
And they didn't really show anything else. The Nintendo conference for several of these was just what they showed at another conference, just a bite-sized version of it.
Yeah.
Skyrim Switch looks terrible. They're going to do a lot with motion controls. Maybe it's just me not being a motion control guy. I don't know.
I know. Motion controls generally seem to suck.
Then let's see. They did talk about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They talked about both the Master Trials and the Champions of Light, I think it was. I only took notes on the Master Trials, though, because that was the only thing that gave info on.
Oh, no, they gave info about the amiibos for Champions of Light.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was busy not caring about the physical DLC.
Yeah, I didn't really care either, but...
Here's Path Mode, which basically makes your game look like a Family Circus comic. But okay, all right. It is kind of neat that they're doing that, particularly with how they're doing the open world and force you to explore more. And I guess it would make finding places that you haven't been a lot easier as well. You could see, oh well, I haven't been to this corner of the map yet. Let's see, new armor and a master mode, which they didn't really go into.
Yeah, I assume that's just extra hard difficulty because they've talked about it before, doing something like that. And many people have bitched, but Nintendo only sometimes listens. So
yeah, sometimes maybe. Let's see, they brought up Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle again with absolutely no info or no new info.
Oh, just use Guillermo saying, "Hey, this is a thing."
Yeah. Rocket League, PlayStation, exclusive items and cars, Holiday 2017, local wireless mode, and a cross-platform play. Unless you're wanting to play with your friends on the PlayStation, because the PlayStation 4 is blocking cross-platform play from the Switch.
Don't know why they do that, but it's Sony, so whatever.
Basically, they're wanting to, keep their walled garden.
I think that's funny though because Sony allows crossplay with the PC.
Yeah, so now it's going to be the PC can play with Switch, with Xbox or PlayStation. I'm not sure if they can play with the Switch and the Xbox at the same time. But right now it's one or the other with the PlayStation or the Xbox. You can't mix and match. Sony's justification of this is essentially they don't want to subject their players to networks that they can't control. Bullshit.
Yeah. They just suck.
And the final game of our 4-hour journey, Super Mario Odyssey.
My only note for this game, you can possess things by putting your hat on them and then they grow a mustache.
Yeah, well, I have a few notes. Just what I wanted to see. The acid of a T-Rex at the start of a Mario promo.
Yeah, I was a little confused about what that was at first, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Let's see, a vocal track for a Mario theme. So Mario possesses things and they grow a mustache.
We got the same one. Nice.
And then I started getting a little existential when they started showing him possessing different things. So, is Mario even human? It seems so strange to see realistic humans next to him in a Mario game, and the fact that he can possess them. A T-Rex with a mustache and a Mario hat. Well, I'm done. Nothing left to say after that one. But then I came up with one more. Princess Peach in a wedding dress, Mario and Bowser in tuxes. I think I know the plot of this one. It turns out Bowser's going to try to make Princess Peach an honest woman now.
Yeah. I thought that was cute.
And it was kind of funny that she had a bouquet of piranha plants as well. And I'm pretty sure those are amiibos as well. Because everything Nintendo's an amiibo now. I'm shocked that they don't have an amiibo.
Not sure what that would look like.
Just amiibos all the way down. And that wraps up the Nintendo conference. Thoughts?
I really felt like they were phoning it in. It wasn't terrible.
Better than last year.
But it wasn't good either. It was just like, yep, we're Nintendo and we have a few games.
Yeah, they could have aired that, after the news goes off and, and like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the middle of the night on a cable network, they could have aired that and it would have felt right at home.
Yep. I was real bored for most of it, honestly.
Yeah, I was busy not caring for a lot of this.
Yeah.
But I did have to wonder, why do we bother with specifically the Nintendo conference, but somewhat the Sony conference, but it's completion's sake, really.
Yeah.
And we got to tack on that last, half hour or so to get over the 4-hour mark.
Well, I mean, I'm actually interested in Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo consoles are about the only ones that I'm ever like, yeah, I'd like to buy that. Because it's like all of the major experiences that I want, for the most part, I can get on PC. But Nintendo games, you can't. And Nintendo has made several first-party titles over the years that I've been very interested in. And it looks like they've got a few third-party titles as well that are coming out that I'm also fairly interested in. So I'm actually genuinely interested in the Nintendo conference, but I just don't give a shit about Sony because I don't have a PlayStation. I probably won't buy one. ever again. I mean, maybe someday. I'm not like fanboying and being like, fuck Sony. Just, I don't care about most of their stuff.